Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for Monday the 4th of April. Apologies, there is a typo on the report, but I can assure you it is Monday the 4th of April today. So this is the report for the FTSE. We said aggressive support today is at 75.55 to 75.62. And we need to see acceptance above 75.95 to 76.03 to see moves higher. We said below 75.78 to 70.86, it was a little bit choppy, and if we saw a sustained break below 75.35 to 75.43, we could get a move to minor support today at 75.06 to 75.12. So let's go and see how the FTSE played out today. Okay, so you can see on the open, we held 75.55 as support very, very briefly, but then we got this really strong impulsive push down. We said we needed to see a sustained break below 75.35 to 75.43 to see further downside. However, you can see here that actually that support zone held. We got a very, very small pop below it there, but then we've got this sort of mini false break pattern. There was actually a reversal here and then a confirmation of that here. We then got the impulsive push up, retest here as well. So a couple of opportunities there to get long. However, as you can tell from the price action and as you can tell probably from the report, these are not high probability trades. The price action is quite choppy, and it showed that in the preceding price action as well. Below that 75.78 to 75.86, and the price action has continued to be very choppy in a very low range. So there were a couple of opportunities. There's actually quite a nice one here as well, a bit of a sort of a nice strong reversal pattern. There's another nice strong reversal pattern here. So there's a few patterns there on the FTSE, but nothing from areas that I would consider extremely high probability. So that's the FTSE. Let's go and take a look at the DAX today. Okay, so at the time of writing this, which was pre-market, we said we'd just broken above the 14,500 to 525 zone in the pre-market session. We said if we held it as support, then we could see moves higher, but if we saw a sustained break back below there, this could indicate a false break, and we look to see acceptance below 14.355 to 14.375 to target max to support zone, back to support zones at 14.180 to 14.205. So let's go and have a look at the DAX today. Okay, so as I said, we've got this break up above there on the pre-market session. We've got this corrective pullback. We actually got a signal here for a long on the DAX, but it was just right on the pre-market open, which triggered in and then fell away. So I would never take that trade right on the cash open. However, there is a valid signal there that is a corrective pullback into that zone in a nice strong candle, which just triggered you in and then failed. But as you can see, this strong push down, that indicated that this initial move pre-market was the false break. So we then said that we wanted to see a sustained break back below there, and then acceptance below 355 to 375, which was this zone all the way down here. And as you can see, a bit like that FTSE, we did pop below it a couple of times, but we never got that sustained break. We never got the acceptance. We got that initial push down and the strong move up. This one actually just right. The FTSE made the higher low. This one just took out that liquidity grab, made that slightly lower low before pushing up higher, and then putting in the higher low to push on up. If you'd taken this as the support zone, you get this strong push up here. There is a continuation pattern here. Personally, I think I would have preferred that a little bit deeper and to have pulled back to these overnight lows and retested these highs here for that to take. And I actually think that would have been an okay trade to take up into this support, into this resistance zone here. So I think that there's a there's a lot of communication on the DAX as to where it was heading, but again, a bit like the FTSE, setups weren't really there. This one was probably the closest one, and I think if this one had pulled back and just retested at overnight lows and set up the continuation pattern, that one would have been okay to take. And you can see just now we're coming towards the close and we're back up to this resistance zone. So this will probably be quite key, the action overnight and in the US session and overnight, and then we'll see where we are again in the morning. So I hope you found this session useful, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Cheers.